What's up, Comicbook.com? You know what time it is, 1 p.m. Eastern time for Comic Book Now. This is where we run through the top 5 stories in the past 24 hours. It's been a quiet 24 hours for the most part, but one story was trending worldwide on Twitter. Some Marvel news, Spider-Man Homecoming. We'll get to it in just a second. What else are we talking about? Flash casting, Supergirl, a little bit of Walking Dead, some spoilers, so I'll give you a warning when we get to that, and Suicide Squad's box office is just killing it. So let's start Comic Book Now, right now. All right, let's start with this top story. Zendaya, her role in Spider-Man Homecoming is reportedly revealed. That's right, she's playing Mary Jane. Is that a surprise? No, not really. A lot of us did suspect that. The internet has had some different reactions, but really it's been overwhelmingly positive. A lot of people just want to see some red hair. I'm totally down for some red streaks. I had the pleasure of talking to Zendaya back at Comic-Con in San Diego last month. Here you go. Check it out.
I'm freaking out, man. Honestly, I can't believe any of this is real.
I promise it's all real, and we're all very excited to have you in the MCU. Congratulations. Gotta ask, what's it like working with Tom Holland, and what's your favorite part of his suit?
Yo, Tom is the bomb. Oh! No, Tom's awesome. You know why? Because he's so nice. Like, literally, one day I just had to, look at him and be like, dude, you are so nice. Like, you're just a good person. Because he's just a good dude. And so I think that is awesome, because that really reflects, I think also Peter Parker or Spider-Man or whatever is a good person, and they're trying to do the right thing at all times, and I think that's who he is. So it's great. Favorite part of the suit? I mean, just collectively, it's super dope.
If you want to see that full interview, we have it in ComicBook.com. It's in the story, which further details her role in Spider-Man Homecoming, saying she's not going to be the immediate love interest right away for Peter Parker, but obviously we know how that turns out because we read comics for a long time now. All right, next up, Joey King is joining the Flash as Magenta. No coincidence that those letters could also spell Magneto. This character frequently draws comparisons to Magneto. You know why? Because she can control metal, but she also has a villainous side that comes with that. It's an alter ego that results in some bad choices. Now, obviously, in the comics, she puts together the team of rogues with Dr. Alchemy and Mirror Master coming to the Flash in Season 3. Is that a possibility, a big setup? Because she is billed as a guest star. We know the Flash likes to do a lot of one-off villains, one villain a week quite often. That whole CW universe likes to do that type of thing. So maybe they'll do that and then bring them all back as a team of villains later in the season. Who knows? Next up, we got our first look at Linda Carter from the upcoming season of Supergirl. We know she's playing the president. That's right. She was once Wonder Woman, and now she is the president on the most female empowering show on TV right now, Supergirl. Her and Melissa Benoist posed together in a photo on Melissa's Instagram. Not only is this the first look at her, but this does probably mean, really no surprise here though, that Supergirl and the President of the United States will be coming face to face at some point. By the way, Supergirl is on CW this season, if you didn't know that. Now you do. They're going to probably merge those through that Flashpoint storyline. I'm okay with that. Next up, Suicide Squad is just killing it at the box office. $500 million already, 509 to be exact. And I'm sure by the time we've said that, it's already raked in a few more $1 million because these were yesterday's numbers. 13 days at the box office. That's insane. No August movie has ever made this much money so quickly. And by comparison, Captain America Civil War and Deadpool couldn't even keep up in this amount of time. Civil War hauled in $494 million in 13 days, and Deadpool $256 million. Critics didn't like it, but fans didn't care. What did you think of Suicide Squad? Let us know in the comments section. You all know by now that I loved it. And for further comparison, what do we got? The Dark Knight Rises, $128 million. Man of Steel, $187 million. Oh no, it was The Dark Knight was $128. Forgive me on that mistake. And The Dark Knight Rises was $252 million. That closed out the trilogy. So very interesting to see how these A-list celebrities were able to bring some draw, and these characters like Harley Quinn debuting on the big screen was able to bring in a big audience, despite the critics just really tore it up. Anyway, next up, final story. This is some spoilery stuff for The Walking Dead Season 7. We got some photos that revealed 3 cast members / characters that apparently didn't die by Negan's bat, right there over my head there. Lucille didn't kill these 3 characters. I'm going to name them in a second, so if you don't want to know, this was your chance to leave. 1 second. Okay. Rick, Michonne, and Aaron were all seen on set. The show is currently filming episode 9 of season 7. They took a little bit of a hiatus after filming the mid-season finale over a week ago, and now they're back, and it looks like those characters are alive and well, along with Tara. No sign of Heath. We saw Tara and Heath in trouble in the season 7 trailer, so we got to wonder, is he going to be okay? A couple of new faces in there as well. You got to wonder if this is that new that group that they're casting a new leader for, or if that's just the group that we saw teased in season 7 trailer. I don't know, but any case, it looks like Rick, Michonne, and Aaron survived Lucille, and unless this is a flashback, I'll say that this show has done flashbacks. We've seen Herschel and other characters brought back from the dead in the form of flashbacks. We got any questions, guys? If you have questions, send them right now. Let's talk about whatever you want to talk about for a minute here before we go. What do we got? Does anybody know when season 6 of The Walking Dead will be out in stores? Yes, I can tell you. Tuesday, August 23rd. That's less than a week away. It's going to be available. I know that a Target in San Diego accidentally put them out too early. But yeah, that means that Negan scene with 16 F words, the alternate take, the very comic book version, the Robert Kirkman version, full octane Jeffrey Dean Morgan portrayal of Negan with 16 F words. No, it was not 16. It was 23, 16 F-ings. So 23 F words in the alternate take of Negan. So just get ready for that. Who do you think they will cast as Green Lantern? Now, I don't know who I think they will cast as Green Lantern. We talked about this yesterday a little bit. I have my choices. Depends which Green Lantern we're talking about, obviously. I'm all for Scott Eastwood turning into Hal Jordan. I'm all for Idris Elba as Jon Stewart. Those were my choices. I'm pretty sure they must be diving into that casting. I've heard there might be a little bit of Green Lantern, at least a tease in Justice League. Whether or not we see the character, I don't know. But that's where that's at. How often will Superman be on Supergirl? As far as I know, the first couple of episodes, definitely. Beyond that, I would imagine not so much, because it would be tough to keep it Supergirl's show if you have a character like Superman on there. What really would she have to do if Superman was there? They could both be doing, I don't know, Superman could get his own show. Not to say that she's not capable of doing everything Superman is, but if you have both of them there, I don't know, it kind of becomes a team up, if anything, all the time. What did I think of Joker? Ooh, that's a good one. I actually had this conversation with somebody yesterday. I was talking about, does Jared Leto's Joker fit into the DC Extended Universe? And I think he does. Well, he's not super comic booky. I know it's not like the most comic book Joker. It's not the Jack Nicholson Joker or even Heath Ledger's. And those are two completely different portrayals. And then you have another one with Jared Leto. And this is what, the 5th, 6th incarnation of the role. Totally like a gangster. I loved it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought we need to see more of it, though, because you can't make a decision on this character without seeing why he's so crazy, what his goals are, when really his only thing in this movie was to save Harley. Spoiler alert. Yeah, that's, who do I think Negan killed? God, we do this every day. I think it's Eugene, Abraham, or Glenn. Those would be my choices. Just my choices. What do you think about how Carol's going to be in season 7? I hope they're not filling out her comic book storyline, because way long ago, actually not that long ago, but a little bit ago in the story equivalent in the comics, the TV, Carol killed herself by feeding herself to zombies. So I hope they're not making her do that, because she seemed like she was totally lost ending season 7. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think that her and Lenny James as Morgan are totally going to balance each other out, because one is like hell-bent on killing people, and the other one is super about keeping people alive no matter what. So I think they're going to kind of meet in the middle, and I think one of them is going to die before the season ends. I don't know which one, but I don't know. I don't think they both make it out of the season. If I had to bet, I'd bet Carol makes it out and Morgan doesn't. What's up, Brandon? Is there any movies you are looking forward to this summer? No, Ignacio. There really aren't any more movies I'm looking forward to this summer. I'm going to go see War Dogs this weekend. I had a screening of it this week. I didn't get to go. I'm really excited to see that. Jonah Hill and Miles Teller. Other than that, I mean, what else is left this year? I mean, Doctor Strange and Fantastic Beasts are going to be cool, but this year has really not been that great for movies. I mean, 2015, it felt like every week I was at the movies excited to see something. This year, I mean, we've had a few. Jason Bourne was entertaining. I love Civil War, is my all-time favorite movie now, but that's a standout. Deadpool was great, but I mean, if you look at the winter months, January, February, March, what else came out besides Deadpool that we even remember? So that's that. What else? Let's find one more question, and then we'll call it a day. Do you think Justice League will lead into a fight with Suicide Squad? No, I don't think so at all. I think we'll see a couple of the Suicide Squad characters pop up, maybe in the solo films, maybe Amanda Waller in the Justice League film. I would love to see more of Deadshot. I say this every day. I totally want to see more Deadshot, and I want to see more villains. I want to see them add villains to that roster if they do another Suicide Squad movie, which they definitely will. I mean, it pretty much is modeled after Guardians, and they added characters, so of course they will. But no, No, I don't think there will be a fight between the Squad and Justice League. I think maybe in Justice League Part 2 we see them all team up. That could happen because Steppenwolf is the villain of Justice League. Maybe Darkseid comes down in the last one and in the sequel, and we see everybody just kind of has to come together, much like we'll see in Infinity War, I guess. It's going to be, a lot of these movies are going to start to have similar themes where the characters have to come together because it's tough to find things that haven't been done before. Have I seen the trailer for Great Wall? Yeah, I have, and it looks interesting. We'll leave it at that. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining. Have a great weekend. If you want to talk more, hit me up on Twitter at BrandonDavisBD. We'll be live Sunday night after Fear the Walking Dead. It's going to be awesome. We have a special cast member joining us. It's a surprise. I can't tell you who. But after the Fear the Walking Dead premiere, which I'm telling you, it's a pretty good episode. If you haven't watched that show or you gave up on it, I'm saying this is a good jumping on point. And I'm not just saying that. I actually watched the next 3. They're a lot of fun. But yeah, hit me up on Twitter if you want to talk more at BrandonDavisBD. Make sure you're following ComicBook.com across all of social media and hit up our site for all the news all weekend long, all week long, all year long. See you later, guys. This was Comic Book Now.